So I had one organ lesson and I got to start the next Sunday and it was pretty awful.
Welcome to Pastor Paul's Friday Update. Man, do I have a good one for you today. I get to interview Barb, our organist, and she's going to show us all about the organ console. Check this out. All right, so I'm here with Barb in Faith Worship Center. Barb Ritchie, our organist, and she does a lot of other things with the choir and with the bell choir. And we're here at the organ console. We're going to go through this a little bit, but before we get to that, I want to just introduce to you Barb. And Barb, how long have you been at St. Mark's, and what brings you the greatest joy here?
I've been here, would you believe, this month I've been here 36 years. I'll be starting my 37th year.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a joy all the way through. Yep. Lots of changes, lots of growth, lots of excitement.
So you've seen St. Mark's all the way from its campus on First Avenue, right?
Right.
All the way to over in the Life Center, and then now into this beautiful sanctuary.
I've had that privilege.
That is really cool. And does that, I'm just thinking here, I don't know, we'll have to correct this on the video if it's not true, but 36 years must make you the longest tenured staff person. How do you feel about that?
Okay.
It's great. So we have this beautiful organ here, and I'm so excited that you're going to just show us a little bit about the organ and how it works. My mom grew up playing the organ, and I was a mischievous kid, and so I would try to run around the pipes and close them as she played. So I won't do that to you.
Thanks.
But would you mind just showing us some things about the organ? I think we all get mesmerized by you playing, but there are lots of buttons and things to pull and stuff like that. So why don't you just give us a little tour?
Okay, well, this is a fabulous instrument. It was built in 1928, and it had a home in the Bronx in New York. And it was restored and brought here thanks to the foundation here at the church and many of our people in the congregation. So it is a Skinner organ, very well thought of, kind of the Cadillac of organs back then. And so we're really fortunate to have it. What you see here, instead of just one keyboard like a piano would have, we have 3 keyboards. I can put a different sound on each keyboard. And I also have keyboard down here for my feet. And really that's what it is a keyboard with the sharps and flats and so on.
Now, a standard piano has 88
keys.
How many are here?
73.
Okay.
And fewer on the pedal board, obviously. Okay. Yep. So I can play most of, once in a while I'll run off the end if I do piano music. The stops that you see here, the draw knobs for the stops, they will give us different voices for the instrument. So for example, I have a trumpet. Really sounds like a trumpet. So we have kind of an orchestra here. I have a French horn. Clarinet, flutes, all kinds of things. And you can pull them on together or separately. And then these are couplers. So if I want the trumpet to play here, I can couple it down to here. Or I can couple a whole lot of stuff together.
What is it?
Here's the trumpet, and it's up here. Because those pipes are in a chamber with just this keyboard. Okay. But if I want to put them down here to reach them easier.
Sure.
Or I can also do the octave above with it. Or below.
Nice.
It makes it really versatile. And then I have a few couplers where I can pre-program for certain stops to go in when I push it.
And they were able to do this in 1928?
1928. It's really amazing, isn't it?
Wow. Now, when you have organ music, does it tell you all the things you're supposed to do, or do you make it up to make it sound the way you want it to sound?
Well, since most instruments are different, some things will give you an idea of what they want, and other things you just have to figure it out yourself. But even at best, you have to adapt to this particular instrument.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing. So, all right, tell us a little bit about what you do with your feet, because this is, being a guitarist that I am, I always think to myself, using my hands in the guitar is not that big of a deal. If I had to use my feet at the same time, I would probably break down. So what do you do with your feet most of the time? Is it the bass line? How does it work?
It is the bass line, although sometimes I play the melody with my feet, and the hands are busy with something else. Like I can put a flute and a clarinet up here, and I can have a different sound down here and just play. And yeah, well, that's why you need to have a good piano background and then start organ.
Sure. Now, do you have special shoes that you wear for the organ?
I do. These are pretty worn out, but these are just dance shoes. They're essentially.
And then you have some pedals and you see some knobs down. I don't know what they're called. I apologize. But and what do they do?
Okay, these are pistons that I can hit with my feet if my hands are too busy. And these on this organ, they just control the pedal stops, but sometimes they control more than that on other instruments. And these are really, really cool. We didn't have them on our previous instrument. But what happens is, okay, let's put we'll just put kind of a pretty, nice quiet stop. Everything on this manual is inside a chamber, and it has shutters. So when I push this, it opens the shutters.
Oh, yes.
You can also warm it up with a tremulant.
It's so interesting. What you probably can't hear on the camera is I can hear the air movement in here, because there's nobody else in here, but I can feel that air movement.
Well, I'll put on a fuller stop. Here we go. Makes quite a difference.
It does.
And then this third pedal over here is the crescendo pedal. So when you have on, it adds things as we go.
Oh, nice. That's how she does that on Sunday mornings. I've heard that a lot, yes.
A little light comes on. There's also kind of, I don't know if it's not really a panic button, but it's called a sforzando. If you need full organ all at once. So you've got something like, let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Something like this. And you press that.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You can get,
You can have the
big
whole thing.
organ.
Yes,
It's not,
yes.
it depends on what you have on, but you can get full organ if you really want it.
Yeah. Well, this is awesome. I think this is great. I've been around organs my whole entire life, but I don't have a clue how to play them or what they do. So this is really great. Now, how long have you been playing organ?
I think I started in 1962.
Wow.
When my church that I belonged to suddenly needed an organist. So I had one organ lesson and I got to start the next Sunday, and it was pretty awful.
I'm sure it wasn't that bad. Well, awesome, Barb. Thanks for showing us around the organ console. So just last thing, what do you love just about being an organist here at St. Mark's?
Oh, many, many things. Really enjoyed, now we're starting to have people sing and hearing the congregation's voice and being able to be a part of it. It's just a true joy. Yeah. And I hope I can continue doing it for a while.
Well, we are blessed by you, so thank you for being our fantastic organist. Well, that was a lot of fun with Barb, her showing us how the organ works. I hope you enjoyed that. Just a couple things for this weekend to take note of. First of all, a reminder that we are worshiping outdoors this weekend. So 8:30 traditional service is outdoors, and so is our 10 a.m. Contemporary service. We've got a beautiful weekend, so I hope that you join us. A couple other things to note. On October 17th, 8 Days of Hope is opening up their facility here in Cedar Rapids. They've got a celebration going on there, and everyone is invited. If you'd like to join, email them at info@8daysofhope.com. Let them know that you're coming to that event. And the last thing is that we are forming a digital engagement ministry team. This is something that Jason Christensen, our director of worship, has talked about. We need people to help out with our online feed. sound, audio, lighting, the whole works. And so we're calling it our Digital Engagement Ministry team. I'd like to call it DEM for short, but in a political year, that doesn't work out very much. We're just gonna call it our Digital Engagement Ministry team. So if you're interested in that team, email Jason Christensen up here at St. Mark's. He'd love to get to know you and get you as part of that team. That's it for this weekend. Thanks for watching my Friday update. God bless you as you connect faith and life.